Hello everyone, welcome back to this session of Microsoft Excel course. We have already covered the basics of Excel in Module 1 and it comprises of 12 chapters. If you have not seen, then you can click here and watch all the videos before you proceed to this Module 2. Today we are starting Module 2 of this course. In this lecture, I will be teaching you about different formulas used in Microsoft Excel. So let's get into the worksheet. Here we have a table, and this table is having some products: toys, furniture, electronics, and sales of each product on different months like January, February, March, and we have to figure out what is the total sales and what is the profit for each products. So before we use the formulas, first let's see what are the formulas and where the formulas are stored in the Excel. Excel gi tape layriba sida mathakta formula aina ida tape ama lay. Sigi formula gi tape sida tongan ba formula gi function singi library. Auto sum tawbagi, financial gi, logical, tax gi, date and time, lookup reference, etc. Sigi layriba formula sidagi aina pamba formula do ida click tawraga suppose sum sumaina EBI, but masi yam time taking ni aduna tabida directly aina sida formula sida iragasu calculation sida we do calculation tawbagi niyom si ani ni lairisi amana koina adugi mamangda any formula use tawgi haitaragadi Excel da ahanba se kari tawgani equal to sign igene. Equal to sign e taragati Excel will automatically recognize that I am going to use some kind of formula. Formula e bimatamda a plus 1 a EBRO han bahu matamda I equal to hogane. Equal to hodragati formula EBRO. So first and foremost condition to start writing a personal formula is to insert the equal to in the cell first. Equal to irba matungda aina sigi production sigi total sales yengi hai taragadi basically kari tawni 100 plus 200 plus 200. So let's write 100 plus 200 plus 200. Then hit enter. It will give you the total of the cells. Excel da ko ni use tawriba mathematical formula si kai kai no plus for addition, minus for subtraction, and asterisk or a star, which you can get it shift plus 8. It stands for multiplication, and last slash slash stands for division. So here 100 plus 200 plus 200, 100 200 200. So many irasu yai adubu sigi mahutta ekoi reference oina pigani. Reference abadi cell sigi address. Cell gi address ami matamda kai lawni column gi name and row number. Column kaina sidila is B, sina row kano 4. So this cell address of this cell is B4. B4 iraga sida koi sum tawgane ba sum sumaina tawsu ya edu tawbu kanda koida disadvantage lairisi karino. Suppose February thagi any yon kriba paisa se lana nam krengalasi 200 not nemasi 100 oigedavane ngalasi aina kona chum thoe. But the total figure never change. It won't change. because I have simply changed the figure here, but here I have still 200 rupees. So masi avoid the we have targati kaitawni, we have to take the reference of the cells. So how do we write? Here I will give the reference number of this cell. This cell की reference number क्या नो? B column and row number 4. So B4 plus C4 plus D4. Press enter. It will give you the total sums. Imagine if I update this cell figure as 200 as it was before. The total sales figure, this will also change. It is updated automatically to 500. If I make this one as 50 rupees, then it will change accordingly updated. So that is the advantage of using cell reference instead of putting the figure. So let's change to the original figure, that is 200. And karigumba sida ina pigribu formula si chap marana atai furniture gi, electronic gi, daily item gi, grooming item gi si loina ina to taragadi. Other way is I have to write the same thing here, the same formula again, here also, here also, here also. But Excel is not to use in that way. Instead, what we can do is you can simply drag the same formula or copy the formula to the rest of the cells. So one way of doing is, we have already learned the module 1. Just go there, hover over here, and then cursor, this white cursor will turn black cursor. Then click and drag it down. It will apply the same formula in the rest of the cells. So sida taurisi karino, this formula is taking that the first cell to the left aina iriba formula iriba cell dugi left the labor cell domina plus next the labor second left plus third left ahum the labor dunia. So when I copy the formula, this also copy the same thing but in the down, one cell down, because formula se iri se ahanba B4 da ekoi 4 da ni iri se ko E4 da gi makhada muk lae E5 tare E5 da tarak matum da sai gi mana refresh E3 adugi sidagi D4 ne lawkriba sidana C4 ne lawkriba sidana B4 lawkriba adu karigi E4 di bagi aina E5 ti taragadi D5 ki lawgani E5 ki refresh lawgani adagi B5 ki reference lawgani. Similarly, if I copy this formula somewhere here, let's see here. Okay, here. Karigino si the zero laisa. Zero laisi karigino. Let's see. See, aini iriba formula iriba jagasi ka idono E13. E13 de ibni adon magi saigi aigi sida ikriba formula de copy tor matamda D13, C13, B13. The B, C, D the zero ngakta laibani na sigi figure so zero line. So when the formula is copied from one particular cell to any other place, it will have the same reference, corresponding reference. Same not the corresponding reference. Corresponding reference abadi aini iriba formula iriba cell dugi dagi aside left high resida first left, second left, third left. Adu maina sida som nakanda toramba taragadi it will copy here also. So it is copying all the formula to all cells. Now let's take out the profit. So profit is, what is the profit? Profit is the 5%. 5% profit. The profit put okay to total sales into profit margin. So the formula would be first equal to, then what is the total sales figure? E4 into what is the side of multiplication, that is star, and what is the profit margin? this 5%. So 5% I will just click here and I2, and it will give you the result. In the same way which we dragged last time, we copied the same formula here. We will also copy the same formula here, but we are not getting the profit margin here. Here we are getting 0, 0, 0. So in this case, we are multiplying this figure with this figure. But when I copy this cell, sigi copy cell makada copy to matamda magi reference karino 1 down lakpanina corresponding sida su figure se 1 down line. Similarly, here also kayano 1, 2, 3 down like of figure. My formula says the song 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 so the never lazy go. Down like 1, 2, 3, down like la matung the never iris. Swina, she 0, this is a blank, this is a blank. Blank like when I'm moraga, see that blank into any figure is automatically 0. We have to fix this cell. Constant in the thamam da ka lebo. Anywhere daina drag to matamda magi profit margin se constant in the thamam da ka lay. Constant thamda ba taragadi sumaina null value lakane. The constant thamdabagi methodically we have to make this cell reference, that's I2, a constant, and we can do that by putting dollar sign. Dollar sign nam the way the cursor se either 2 gi matung dara 2 and I gi marak dara drag I gi mamang dara anywhere thambiyo or adu matung da press F4 nambiyo. F4 na matam da $2 it means that this cell has been locked. Constant ORS. It won't move, unlike this one. So let's press hit enter and copy the cell formula. Now it has changed, and let's see what is there in this formula. See, so makangi E5 CD down la pagi matungina makada down la, but I2 se remain constant. Karigi dollar mamang da hapagi. So ahan bagi lairiba E4 sina karikawi relative reference kawi. Relative reference ni E4 lere makada lagan E5 lere jadi yang E5 matang lagan E6 matang lagan E7 ko. So ina matang down la pagi matung ina magi reference change toraga chat lebe. Sina relative reference kawi. And then another one is I2 sina karino absolute reference kawi. Absolute helps sina leng dan adu gim from dadum leng dan legi do ini dan absolute reference kawi. So when we have to use the absolute reference and when to use the relative reference is that if we want to apply the same formula to different cells for different value, then we have to use relative reference. But if you want to keep one particular figure constant, then we have to use absolute reference. And that's it for this lecture, and I will see you in the next one.